During a crisis, it can be easy to become attached to a particular outcome or solution, but this can prevent from seeing the situation clearly and finding the best path forward. Sometimes the best course of action is non-action, allowing things to unfold naturally and spontaneously, rather than trying to force outcomes through excessive effort or control. Non-action in Chinese, Wu Wei, is a central concept in Taoism that can be translated as non-action or effortless action. Wu Wei suggests that instead of impulsively acting on our immediate desires or emotions, we should take a step back, observe the situation from a broader perspective, and serve only when it is vital and aligned with the greater good. This can involve waiting, being patient, and actively seeking knowledge and understanding of the situation before deciding or taking action. Doing so can ensure our measurements are more effective and aligned with the natural order. It involves letting go of our desires and ego-driven goals and trusting in the greater wisdom of the universe. Here, I use a famous Chinese story to illustrate the concept of Wu Wei. Long time ago, a farmer discovered that his only horse had run away. His neighbors came to offer their sympathy, but the farmer simply replied, "We'll see." The next day, the farmer's horse returned, bringing a wild, uncastrated male horse. The neighbors came again to congratulate him on his good fortune, but the farmer simply replied, "We'll see." The following day, the farmer's son was trying to break into the wild stallion when he fell and broke his leg. The neighbors came again to offer sympathy, but the farmer simply replied, "We'll see." A few days later, the army entered the village, conscripting all non-disabled young men to war. The farmer's son was exempted because his broken leg. The neighbors came again to congratulate him on his good fortune, but the farmer simply replied, "We'll see." The story shows that things are not always what they seem, and that our narrow perspective often limits our understanding of good or bad. The farmer's approach of "we'll see" is similar to the concept of Wu Wei, non-action, which emphasizes a broader, more holistic perspective on life. We live in a world that values action, productivity and achievement. We are taught to set goals, make plans, and work hard to make them happen. But what happens when our plans don't work out or unexpected obstacles and crises arise? We often react with frustration, anxiety, or even despair. That's where Wu Wei comes in. Wu Wei is not about doing nothing or being lazy. It's about cultivating a different kind of action in harmony with the nature flow of things. It's about learning to act with grace, ease, and intuition rather than with force, resistance, and control. That may involve taking action, but also refraining from the action or finding a middle ground. The key is to act in a way that does not go against the natural flow, but instead supports and enhances it. This can lead to greater peace, harmony, and health, but it requires a deep understanding and connection to the natural world and its rhythms. Wu Wei involves training our minds and bodies to be more present, aware, and receptive to the signals of the universe. Wu Wei is especially relevant in times of crisis and difficulty like now. When facing significant challenges, it's easy to fall into the trap of trying too hard, pushing ourselves beyond our limits and losing sight of what really matters. But that's precisely when we need to pause, breathe, and tune into the flow of life. We can learn to trust that things will unfold as they are meant to, and that what seems like a setback or challenge may lead us towards the greater good. By adopting this attitude, we can avoid rushing into hasty actions or decisions based on limited information. Instead, we can cultivate patience and wait for the right moment to act in a way that aligns with the natural flow of life. Here are some practical steps to cultivate Wu Wei in our life. First, slow down and observe. Take a moment to step back from your busy life and just watch what's going on around you. Notice the sounds, smells, sensations. Pay attention to your thoughts and feelings without judging or trying to change them. Second, let go of expectations. Release the need to control everything and everyone. Accept that things may not go according to your plans or wishes, and that's okay. Trust that the universe has a bigger plan for you. Third, trust your intuition. Listen to the voice of your heart and soul. Tune into your inner guidance system and let it lead you towards what feels right and aligned with your highest good. Fourth, act with ease. Once you clearly understand what you want to do, take action with ease and flow. Don't force things or push against resistance. Instead, allow yourself to be carried by the current of life. By practicing Wu Wei, no action, you'll find life more effortless, joyful, and meaningful. You will feel more connected to yourself, others, and the universe. You will be able to cope with challenges more gracefully and find creative solutions you never thought possible, maybe. From a spiritual perspective, Wu Wei can be seen as a way of aligning ourselves with the inherent wisdom and harmony of the universe by relinquishing our desire for control and surrendering to the present moment. We allow ourselves to be guided by a higher intelligence and to act in a way in harmony with the greater whole. This can lead to a sense of deep peace and connectedness, the greater awareness of the underlying unity of all things. Ultimately, it is important to remember that Tao is not a fixed or static thing, but a dynamic and ever-evolving force, constantly changing and adapting to the needs of the moment. This means that our highest good may shift and change over time, and that what was once aligned with the Tao may no longer be so. We have to be trained like that. So use this video to train our brain to adopt the attitude of effortless action. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.